podcast where I talk to all of my bestest friends from across the multiverse. And also, you can buy my juices of Scream Plants. Go to squeebjuices.com and use discount code GATOR for 25% off from this episode. Speaking of, my guest today is a gator from the boiling sewers of Kent State University campus. Please welcome my good friend, Abner.
Hello, it's me, Abner. Pleasure to be here. I'm so excited for this podcast episode with my bestest friend here.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen each other. The last time that I saw you, the sewers weren't boiling.
Yes, it's been quite a long time since then. Sometimes they're boiling, sometimes they stop. They boil during mating season, so it really gets quite steamy up in here. If you walk by the sewers during wintertime, you'll see the steam plowing up from it. It's very exciting.
Wow, so the sewer and the boiling is dependent on outside external forces.
Yes. So it's very hot down in the boiling sewers, of course. Of course, it's very hot down there.
Uh-huh.
Since it's so cold out, we can feel the cold coming down, and it just hits something in us, and we're like, oh, mating season, it's time, and then it just starts boiling, and then it's crazy. You gotta be there to see it.
So the water doesn't start boiling until you start mating.
Yes, like we know, like subconsciously, we're like, okay, time for mating season. And then the boiling water hears us and it starts to boil after it can sense our boiling senses tingling.
So does the boiling make things more sensual?
It does. It really does. It adds like a very steaminess to it. It's exciting. It adds the popping and the bubbles just create such a interesting feeling that you wouldn't have experienced anywhere else.
Yeah, and I know your beautiful wife,
Yes.
Diane.
Yes, Diane, I love her.
Yeah, and you guys met in the thralls of mating season, from what I
Yeah.
heard. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, so Diane, I saw her. First time I ever saw her, she was actually with her ex-boyfriend. Now, I made sure that was coming to an end quickly. First time I saw her, made sure to write it down in my little gator notebook. I said, I will marry Diane, and I did. That's what I did. I saw her across the way. She was on a date with this man, and I saw him, and I was like, man, he looks like a crocodile. I don't believe he's a real gator. So I walked up to him. I punched him in the face. I said, Diane, come with me. She said, okay.
Yeah,
It's beautiful. She knew to listen to me from the moment we met.
it's really special when you have that kind of pair bonding like that
Exactly.
from the get-go.
Exactly. The second she saw me, she's like, this is a man I want to listen to for the rest of my life. Wonderful.
And now I also remember that you got into a bit of a feud with this
Yeah.
alligator or this crocodile. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Yeah, get it right. Make sure.
I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. Or else you're going to be the next one.
Yeah, well, that was what I was bringing up is you called me in to help you with that problem.
Yes, I'm glad you remember this. Yes, because he just would not stop saying that I was a home wrecker. I said, "Sir, my bad. Sorry that Diane wants me and not you because she saw my amazing strength that I have." And so then I called you and I was very distraught. I was very upset and I don't get upset that often. I was very upset. And I said, "Hey, there's this girl Diane and I really need your help getting this crocodile out of her life." And you knew what to do, of course. You knew what to do.
Yeah, I came down into the sewers and
Yes.
I ate him.
Yes,
He
exactly.
still lives inside of my body.
Yes. And then Diane's problem was gone, then my problem was gone, and we could proceed with our long, happy marriage.
Yeah, he's still living inside of this liminal space, and like
Oh,
I can hear his voice all the time.
what
He's a
is he
very ornery man.
really? Yeah, he seems like it. From the moment I saw him, I didn't like him. I didn't like him because he was with my girl, and I knew it would have been a problem. And I'm sorry you have to deal with him all the time
Well, he screams Diane a lot.
now. Classic, classic. I'm not gonna tell her that because it might want her to might bring her to wanting to rekindle her relationship with him, and we can't have that.
Yeah, no, he's not a good guy. The
Yeah.
things that I've heard, he's writing a manifesto right now.
Oh
I've
God.
read it. Ooh, it's bad.
Oh God, I can imagine. Yeah, I would not read that. I don't read a lot, but that's gonna deter me from reading even more.
Yeah,
Maybe
keep going, sorry.
maybe I could write a manifesto and prove myself that I'm better of a writer than him.
Yeah, there's a lot of spelling errors. He uses a lot of numbers for letters and stuff. So
Yeah,
he's not very literate either.
yeah. Diane told me once while they were having sex, he just started screaming numbers at her. It was crazy. She made her very uncomfortable.
Yeah, when he's in my liminal space, whenever he climaxes, he just screams out numbers.
Like that's completely crazy. Who wants to think about math at that time, right?
That's what I'm
Who
saying.
wants to think about math all the time? Not me. Not me.
The
That's
equations are
why
also
that's why I start yelling shapes at her.
yeah. You've always been a shape person, which
And
makes sense because you're a construction worker, right?
I am a construction worker. I work all the damn time fixing up the sewers, making sure. Now, I do like to preface this by saying I've never built a house. I
Okay.
just go in and fix the houses that have already been built. So don't be asking me to build you your next house. I know how you are.
Which I find kind of ironic because the crocodile, the unnamed crocodile inside of me, he always is saying Abner's a home wrecker, but you fix them.
Exactly. I fix the houses. I don't wreck them. Anything. If anything, I took the problem out of Diane's house and I fixed it up. That's
Yeah.
what I did. Emotionally and physically, I be fixing houses.
How do you emotionally fix a house?
So mostly it's very important. You have to look at the house and you have to decide the biggest issues going on in the house. So sometimes it's a person, sometimes it's an alien, sometimes it's another crocodile. And you gotta walk up to them and you gotta tell them and you gotta look at them and you gotta say, hey, listen, I can tell that you're creating tensions in this house, and you really got to have like a good heart to heart with them. Because back in college when I was learning how to be a construction worker, I also took some psych classes, and so it's I do know a lot about emotional intelligence and whatnot. And so it was very good. It was very good. But sometimes crocodiles don't like to listen, and you got to get rid of the problem in other ways, like we discovered.
Yeah, and I really do want to applaud you for your emotional intelligence. I've
Yeah,
had many moments over my lifetime that I have struggled with, um, depression and
yeah,
stuff, and other
yeah.
versions of me, the other squeebs before me have all come and turned to you.
Yeah.
And, when my juice business wasn't selling, it still isn't. Um, but you helped me realize that some things are just for me.
Exactly. And those are the special things that keep you unique because even though you're the only one of your kind living right now, you still got to find that sense of self. You got to be able to find something that's really for you. And sometimes other people might not like that, like your juices. Like, I'm very sorry. I've tried some of your juices and I got to say, I don't know if I'd go back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But um,
Tells me,
I'm sorry. I should have kept it to myself. Um,
well, I'm used to it.
yeah. Okay. Well, that's a relief. But I'm glad you enjoy your juices. I really am glad because if you didn't enjoy the juices, how would we get it out of the universe?
Yeah, it really is circular nature, right? Where you need water to evaporate and then you
Yeah,
need it to come back down.
yeah,
Scream plants have no natural predator except for me.
exactly. It's just like the circle of life or whatever.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I every squeeb has a moment in their life where they figure out what is my purpose? Why is there only one of me? And you've
Yes.
really been I want to say spiritual guide for me on this
Yes.
journey
Yes.
of life.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't be the first time I've helped someone with their spirituality. I used to collect crystals, and back before you, the other shmees, um, the, I gave them lots of crystals to help them get through it. Now you don't need it because you have other physical objects that you that help you get through your emotionality, like your juices. Um,
I also have normal rocks.
Yes, normal rocks. I'm glad you find purpose in those too, because sometimes the crystals, sometimes I look at them, I say, I don't know if this is real. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. But it works for some people, and sometimes I gotta use that to my advantage when I'm helping them get through stuff.
Normal rocks just have more personality. They've seen
Mm-hmm.
more of life.
Mm-hmm. And they're stepped on a lot more, so it gives them some good character building.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, I know you've helped out a lot of different squeebs, but I've also heard you tell stories about some of your other friends that you've helped out. What has been the most fulfilling journey for you and for like helping someone out?
Helping someone out, the most fulfilling journey. I've got to say, back when I was about 19, maybe 18, early in my college career. This is the story that actually encouraged me to take a psych class, because I was like, maybe I should be helping people get back on their mental grind. So what I did is I was walking through the sewers, yes, of course, through Kent State. And I looked up and I saw some pedestrians walking on top of the sewers through the little grates, and I was like, oh, good heavens. And then suddenly, without a warning, this child came running through, and a parent ran after it. I said, what are these children doing here at the college campus? So I got out of the sewer for the first time ever, and people were shocked to see an alligator on campus. Excuse me. My goodness, I'm getting wrapped up in the story. I'm using the wrong race for myself. But I was chasing this child to see where it was going, and the child went into one of our dining halls here at Kent State and was sitting at a table all by itself. Its parent got lost somewhere, and me and this child sat down at a table together, and we had a really good heart to heart. He was saying how he felt like his mom wasn't listening to him about his school grades and stuff. He said he tried his hardest on the homework, and he really just couldn't focus. He really just couldn't walk in, and his mom just wasn't listening to him. And she said, well, just do it. And then I discovered that he actually might have ADHD, and I fixed him right up from that. And now he's doing great. He's a scholar.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes, yes. That man was Albert Einstein.
Oh my goodness. I did not know Albert Einstein went to Kent State University.
Yes, yes, I know it's a very rare person to see here.
Did he
Yeah,
like start out here and then transfer to Germany or
yes, yeah,
Austria
yeah.
or
Where
wherever he's from?
he did go here for a period. It's not in his biography or anything, because
Yeah.
he's embarrassed about it. They keep it under wraps because apparently Kent State's not an Ivy League or whatever. But don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's very similar to how Sir Isaac Newton actually went to Akron.
Yes, 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 and
Days.
that is where the theory came from. The tallest theories that he came up with.
He was sitting under the famous Akron apple tree and it fell on his head, and then he transferred to a different university to study it.
Yes, because he decided that Akron wasn't good enough for him.
Yeah. So then he went to Bowling Green, and then he went to Harvard, and then he, went around to
He
where
got
he,
there eventually, and that's what's
yeah,
important. Sometimes you gotta try a couple different schools before you're named the smart person.
exactly. Now, I see that you're very, very old. And
Yes, very old.
you're not a typical crocodile.
Yes.
Is hawk.
I'm an alligator. Um,
Alligator. I am so sorry. I'm
I
so
I wasn't
sorry.
gonna say anything, but I felt like after many years of this problem happening, I should start speaking up for myself.
I'm very proud of you, Abner,
Thank,
for
thank you.
speaking up for yourself. I I never meant to offend. I simply got it mixed up.
It's okay. It's okay. Common misunderstanding. Alligators, we have pointier noses.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we're A-shaped noses. Think alligator with the A-shaped nose and crocodile with the curved nose.
I get your point.
Yes. Ah, that was a good one. I see you're full of jokes. You're full of
I
jokes.
am. I did stand up one time.
Oh, wow. How was that?
It went awful. Nobody laughed.
And well, I laugh at your joke now, so hopefully you can get back out there, write some better jokes next time.
Thank you. That was my opener.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I believe you.
Although I will say, I didn't have a setup for it. I just walked on stage and said, I get your point.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't laugh at that either. You gotta get the context in there.
Yeah, I just thought everybody laughs at the punchlines. What if I only did punchlines?
Well, that's what I did to that crocodile that was messing with my girl. I punched his line.
See, I'll write that down.
Thank you. Yes, it's very funny. I helped someone through their stand-up comedy issues once, and it was a beautiful time back when I was helping people.
What kind of material did they joke about?
They really like to talk about their father and how their father and them always got confused for each other because his father was a young father. He was 15 when he got his mother pregnant, and so the father was very young, and so then by the time that this man was like 25, people thought him and his father were brothers, and he was very uncomfortable by it, so he had a lot of good jokes about it.
Yeah, and I think I remember you telling me that story too. That boy grew up to be Charlie Chaplin, right?
Yes, I'm glad you remember that. Yes, it was incredible. So Charlie, hope he's doing well now.
Well, he's dead now, but
Oh, he died.
well, he a while ago, yeah.
Man, that's really upsetting.
He was he was a great dictator while he lasted.
Oh God. Yeah, man, all my friends keep dying. That's what happens when you keep aging.
Yeah, and
You're
that was to go back to that other question that I was going to ask before I so
Oh
rudely
yes,
misspecied you.
yes,
Um,
yes.
do you find that your species of alligator has evolved differently because of the sewers?
I believe so. Our noses, we can't really smell that great because the sewers, apparently are stinky, apparently to outsiders, but I don't smell them. I don't smell them. So yeah, we don't have nostrils. We can't smell. It gets hard. It gets hard sometimes when your wife puts on some nice perfume, and then you both realize you can't smell. Um, and then we have these automatic cooling engines inside of us that make sure we don't get too hot because of the steam.
Are they electronic?
Yeah,
Were you born with them or are they like installed?
yeah, we were born with them. It was
Wow,
amazing.
that's fascinating.
Yes, we got it's like we're part robotic almost. We don't know how this originated or anything, but someday we just woke up and there was a man in there, and he was putting robots inside of this was way back before I was born, way back.
Okay.
He was putting like robots around our sewer, and then all of a sudden the next baby that was born was part robot. Crazy.
I didn't know evolution worked like that.
That's apparently it. I think what happens is the little robots, they go inside the pregnant mother and they install all of the electronics and then
Mm.
they leave and they're so tiny you can't even see them.
So it's hardwired into the egg.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Very
Interesting.
so strange. I wish I understood it more, but I'm a construction major. I majored in construction. I don't know anything about engineering.
Hey, hey, you're smart.
Thank you, thank you. You're
You don't
also
know Albert Einstein.
true. I'm the reason for y equals mc squared.
Exactly. Give yourself some credit.
I will. I will. Thank you. I need a. I should get a Nobel Peace Prize by now or something. But clearly they don't care that much about me and my sewer.
Well, I like to think that, sometimes the people that get the recognition are the figureheads, and it
Yes.
doesn't always represent the true work that everybody else behind the scenes puts in.
Yes. And sometimes seeing what the people I help accomplish is enough for me. It's a reward enough. I don't need anything else. I don't need any physical objects. I'm just an alligator in a sewer. I'm just happy. I'm happy to be here.
And you know what? I'm really glad that you're happy now.
Thank you. It took a long time, but went up on that hill and I screamed to let my feelings out, and now I'm here.
Yeah, Gator Hill.
Yep, that's where we go. That's where I take many of my clients. Many of my clients, my sons, I brought them there. My grandsons, I brought them there. My great great grandsons, I brought them there. Everyone has to go up there on their 18th birthday and scream a little. And then you find that it's really helpful.
I remember when I went up to Gator Hill when you brought me there when I was having my depression.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
it really just does release something in
Yep.
you.
You can just scream and get those pheromones out of you.
It's deep in the woods, just so deep, nobody can hear you. It's so freeing.
Yes. There was that time though that a young girl, she heard us screaming because she lives down the hill or something, and she ran up and she was very afraid to see two gators talking to each other. But don't
And
worry.
cyborg gators.
Yes, cyborg gators. It was not the regular for her, so she was a little shocked.
I would be too.
Yes, well, of course, but you've seen Stranger.
I've seen a lot stranger. I would,
Any human wouldn't know. Any human wouldn't understand.
and that's more so what I mean, right? Like I would get it because I'm, you know,
Yeah, 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 yeah. I know.
yeah, I turn into a scream monster whenever I want to.
Yes, and it's very releasing.
It is. It was such a release for me, and being able to eat your arch nemesis really helped me realize that I'm healthier than a lot
Yes,
of people are.
yes, and it helps your mental health. It helps your physical health because you're eating. Eating is good. And it's just creating more stories for you to tell. So it helps your social life too. It's really amazing. It's abundant.
You know, to quote AJR,
Oh, okay.
a 100 bad days makes 100 good stories. And those 100 good stories have made me so interesting at parties.
Yeah, well, that's one way to look at it. As I suppose. I love that you love AJR, and I'm glad you know their song lyrics by heart.
I love all music and all bands.
That's amazing. You just
Yeah.
eat them, and then it's just there in your head. Of
Oh no, I wouldn't dare eat them. Well, unless they wanted to, of course.
course,
Uh,
consent is key.
but musicians just have such a place and a role in society, and I
Yes.
wouldn't dare take AJR away from society.
Okay, you're right. You're right. They got to keep making music until they can't anymore, and then you'll eat them.
I would never throw them out like they're Legos.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Now, I've only been in contact with one Lego in my life, and I didn't know what to do
One?
with it. Yeah, just one.
I is he still
Um, yeah.
there? Okay, keep him. I'll take care of him. That's Bart. He's
Oh,
Yeah, he's from the Lego movie. He was one of the extras. He got lost and like went through a wormhole, and they've been looking for him ever since. And
yeah.
Abner's been scared, senseless.
He probably has been. He looked lonely. I didn't know what to do with him because I never seen anything like it before. He was so little.
Yeah.
Little, I just wanted to protect him with all my heart.
Does he cry a lot?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's Bart.
wait a lot too. It's off late at night. I can't even sleep because I'm hearing his screams. Awful.
Yeah. Well, I'll come over there. I'll pick up Bart real quick.
Thank goodness.
I'll make a trip. Thank you, Abner, for being on.
It's my pleasure. My pleasure. Anytime. Now, next time you have an emotional difficulty, you know where to come, right?
I know where to go. I'll give you a call.
I will fix your house and your emotional house.
Thank you. People never think about their emotional house
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's very important to me that all my friends feel at ease with themselves.
and you're such a great friend for that.
I try.
And you do well. You do well.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate the credit you're giving me. I feel like I don't get it enough. Poor old Abner. Poor old Abner. Poor me.
Yeah, and this broadcasts everywhere in the multiverse, and so
Oh,
the
so
whole world will understand that you helped Albert Einstein and Charlie Chaplin.
And that girl that I was telling you about who heard me screaming, she is the director of Scream.
Oh,
Yes, the movie.
wow.
I know.
I wish I knew who that was.
I never got her name, but she told me once, she said, I heard you screaming on a roof. And then I went on to direct Scream.
That's beautiful. That's truly, truly beautiful.
It's really nice. Now, it might say that it's not a woman that wrote that, but it is. They just hid it from the people.
She was the behind the scenes person.
Yes, yes, yes. They were silencing women's voices. But don't worry, she's true.
Yeah, they drowned out their voices with the screams of masculinity.
Yes, the screams of masculinity. Oh,
Uh,
humans. What a weird, weird thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Thank
Upsetting.
God we're not people.
I know. Thank goodness. I'm happy in my alligator life
And
down
I'm
here in Suez.
and I'm happy being Squeeb.
Yes, I'm happy you're Squeeb as well. You're such a treat. Every time I get to see you, you've grown up so fast.
Well, I'll be over there in 10 minutes, okay?
Okay, perfect. I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon.
See you soon, Abner.
Bye bye.